Hi everyone, welcome back to DamienSaber. So in this video, I'm going to display some frequently asked questions for you as well as how to solve them. So there will be three sections in this video, which are light problems, sound problems, and core problems. So first, we're going to the light section. And the first frequently asked questions is about the tip of our baselit lightsaber. So now I'm going to show you. So the first problem is that some people said that the tip of the baselit lightsaber has color deviation, which is perfectly normal because the core of the baselit version is kind of transmit the light into the blade. So instead of xenopixel version, it has so many LED lights inside the blade. So if you are not okay with that, we highly recommend you to buy the xenopixel version and to avoid that problem. And our next problem is about this dark saber. So a lot of fans buy this dark saber and say that the tip of the blade has no light. And first I'm going to show you that. Like this. You can see there's a blank at the tip of this dark saber, and this is also very normal because of the craft and its shape. We cannot put LED lights inside the tip of the blade of this dark saber. So if you're not okay with that, we recommend you to choose another lightsaber. So there won't be the problem. And the second section is about the sound problems. So the first frequently asked questions in this section is about noise. If you hear noise, so first what you should do is to take out the cord and see if that's the problem with the speaker, like this. For most lightsabers, you just have to spin off the grip part and the pommel part. So here's the speaker of the cord, and then you ignite the saber, and then hear the sound of the speaker. If the speaker still has noise, you can contact us or contact the shop owner you bought from, and then they can help you with that. And this problem is provided by a fan. Also said that there's no sound to the speaker. You can hear that no sound. And the right way to solve this problem is first to take out the SD card, reinstall the battery, and then hold the button. You should hear SD card error. And if you insert the charging port, it will also say SD card error, like in this video. So if this cannot still solve the problem, you can contact us or the customer service in which the shop you bought from. And the third section is about core problems. So in this video, you can see that whenever the blade touches the ground, the lightsaber will accidentally turn off. So if you encounter this problem, the right thing to do is also first take out the grip part so you can see the cord and check the battery connector. So first you can take out the battery, like this. And then you can see that here is a battery connector. So the lightsaber accidentally turned off is because when you do this, the battery is not very stable or not very tight, so the battery will fall out of this box. So you have to use a tool or use some metal thing to fix tight of this battery connector right here, and then put the battery back in like this. So then whenever you swing your lightsaber or duel with your lightsaber, if this part is very fixed, it will not fall off and the lightsaber will not accidentally turn off. So that's how you fix the problem. If this cannot fix your problem, you can also contact us or the customer service of the shop you bought the lightsaber from. And in this video, the lightsaber is charging and is complete. But when you press the button, there's no reaction, even with the charger. So this is a kind of power on problem, and now let's see how to solve it. So first, you take out the cord and adjust the battery connector to make it looser so that when you put the battery on, you can be sure that the both side is very tight. And then you can click the button to hear is there any notification sound, like this. And if you plug into the charging port, you'll hear charging, like this. And if this doesn't solve your problem, please contact us.
Now the problem is it's not charging. So every single time I plug it in, it looks like it's plugging in, it looks like it should be charging, but my charging block says it's not taking power. And when I turn it on to the mode, that shows off that if it's taking power in or not, so it shows if it's charging or not, it is actually not gaining power. Right now it's at critical battery level, but I can't charge it.
So this is a problem with charging. So first you can take out the battery to see if it's really the problem with the cord, and only insert the charging port without the battery and then test it. If there's the sound and if there's normal with the cord, that means the problem is with the battery.
The charging port, the screws work and everything, but the light stopped working, and I saw on the menu, take this off. And I looked at it, and it's like the white is severed in half, and it's like cut, the black is cut too. So.
And now let's see how to solve this wire problem. So first, you took a little part of this wire, and then put two wires both together, and then twist them together to make sure it's tight, like this. And then you push it in, use a tape to glue it, like this in the video. And that's how you fix a broken wire. And there are also some functional issues. For example, the first one, some people ignite the saber, but there's no sound to the saber, no matter when you click blaster or the force or other effect, there's no sound. That means maybe your saber has been put into mute mode. So how to solve that? When the blade is off, you have to release after one flashes, but when your lightsaber has no flash, you just have to wait 0.5 seconds. So a very short release, okay, like this.
Volume high.
And there you can hear volume. So now if you ignite the saber, you can see that the sound has come back. Okay, so that's the first problem. And the second function issue is that some people find that the blade of this lightsaber loses either red, blue, or green, or has no light at all, or there's no swing or crash sounds. That may be the problem of the battery. If the battery level is very low, that means the saber, the blade, of course, is not bright as when the battery is very full. Okay, so for that problem, you can just take off the back of the hilt and recharge the battery, or you can take off the battery and then use the cable to plug in to see if the blade color has recovered. So that may solve your problem, okay? And the third issue is that when you ignite the saber, you can hear that there's sound, but there's no color to the blade no matter how you spin it. So what is that? So this is a kind of a mode to the blade in which we already covered in our last video, Xenopixel function display. Okay, so this is called blaster mode. In this mode, if you short click the button, you'll see that. So there's a blaster going up. Okay, so how to solve that problem? This is not an issue. This is one of the mode of the blade. Okay, so you have to release after 3 flashes. If there's no flash, then 1.5 seconds. Okay.
Ghost blade.
So now it's ghost blade. Now if you swing, you can see there's light, and this is also kind of blade mode. Okay, now let's switch it again.
Broken ignition.
Broken ignition. So now you'll find that there's color to the blade and it's very bright. Okay, it means you have turned the blade into, normal style, and you have exited that mode of the blade, and that's how we solve the problem. And at last, I want to say that our lightsaber is really a product with precise and complex assembly, and we're constantly trying to improve the protection of the lightsaber delivery. But your lightsaber may not get gentle treatment, or may not be perfect in your hand because it lives over half the planet, experienced car, boat, plane, carried with wind, snow, and rain on the way of international transportation. And if that happens, please be more patient and contact us in time to fix the problem with us together. And please know that DamienSaber will be with you always.